What is going on, people? Welcome back to McLaren Fan TV. Yes, indeed, the Monaco Grand Prix that we've had this weekend, a double points finish as well for the guys in papaya, white and black. I'm joined with my co-host, as per usual, Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracker. Mahad, what is going on?
I'm all right, but my screen froze again.
It's not even on the green screen or nothing. That
This
is
is this is
mad.
tra- this is traditions. You run it off. I'll be back.
No problemo. Hey, big up to everybody that is locked in, locked on right now. If you like McLaren Fan TV, yeah, if you like McLaren fan stuff, if you like all things McLaren Formula One, do me a favor, smash a like on this video so we can get on with the show and make sure we can make this channel grow as far as we can. We're here for McLaren fans, you understand? This is what we do this for. Let me get into the comment section real quickly. Jay Starship says, "Hey guys, I'm actually here for a stream on a Tuesday. You best believe it. We are here, 7 p.m. UK time. We're literally here, you know what I'm saying, talking McLaren business. And I know we've had weeks where it's been bouncing left and right. Monday, Friday. We had it. What did we have? A Thursday once upon a time, or a Friday even. It was just all, yeah. It's been up and down everywhere, left, right, and center. But yeah, Tuesday we're here, and so are many others are on here as well. TSJ Awesome, who says we are cooking. It's about damn time, don't you think? We've had, nothing to sort of be scared about in terms of like accidents or things that are not happening in our favor. No big issues that we've usually had, and yeah, no, it's finally we can actually look at something and say, you know what? Let's talk about the weekend because there's actually lots to talk about in terms of our performance, in terms of our strategy. We've also got some proper breaking news as well today. Don't worry, we're going to be chopping and changing and all of those kind of scenarios there. So yeah, old tight Gasly season, he says promises done a Mazza. Listen, if you're talking about Quincy, anyway, unfortunate scenes there. Big up to Alex. Hello lads. Yeah, listen, there is two of us today, don't worry about that. He will be back on as soon as he possibly can. But yeah, shout out to Alex. Hope you are good. Hope you're good. I had a great race weekend. Yes, I'm sure Gasly did have a great race weekend. Yeah, not too bad for the Alpines in general. They've done their thing. They've done their thing. Alex says my predictions just keep coming good with every new staff. Ah, yes, of course. We will be talking into that one as well, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Um, Jay Starship says, "Oh, the pink do rag is that what's causing the issue today? Yeah, is that what it is? If he puts on the do rag, then he's gonna cause some glitches here on the stream. Who knows? We have to wait and see. Let's see if he returns back with the do rag on. Big up yourself, Jay Starship. Drea says, evening, you all. Things are moving, guys. Things are absolutely moving. Okay, we have had a decent weekend for sure. And you know what's funny? Like Matt had predicted, we was hoping for like a good points finish, and all right, we scraped it. Like we're there 10 and 11, 10 and 9, not necessarily like big points, but we got double points nonetheless. But it was a weird race weekend overall, and I'm sure once we get Mahad on here, we're going to be talking a little bit about the ups and downs of quali of the race and so on. But yeah, things are looking good. Things are not looking bad; they're looking good. And yeah, if you've seen make sure you follow us on Twitter, McLaren Fan TV. Okay, on Twitter, McLaren Fan TV. There's a video that's just been put up on there where it talks about literally Zach Brown sort of talking about what's to come when Stella was just appointed, I think, as team principal, and they were just talking about like last year we were not happy with the performance. This year we're not happy with the performance, and it's more than just about the Danny Ricciardo situation. There was actually a lot more that we wanted to change, and you're seeing the change now, and it will be happening in the future. This was back in like April, so we've just resurfaced that video on McLaren Fan TV on Twitter. So have a look at that, and you can see that Mr. Zach Brown has been cooking underneath. You know what I'm saying? He's been cooking behind the scenes, and yeah, so more long may it continue, long may the success continue. So big up to Drea as per usual. Yeah, Jay Starship Mahad having camera issues. Yep, indeed. Steph Lowe, big up yourself. Says McLaren looking solid at all races this weekend. Solid indeed. I mean, the Indy 500, I didn't really dabble in it too tough, but from what I saw, it was a bit like, we could have expected a bit more. But I tell you what we had in the Formula One, we'll be taking that. We'll definitely be taking that. Didn't see what happened in Le Mans. So if anybody knows what's going on, we can even chop that up a little bit later as well. Um, Podium boys weekend for me. I mean, look, yes, you got your podium. Okay, it weren't your podium; it was your teammate's podium. Okay, your teammate is the one that's actually um, got the P3, and fair play to him, man. He's done a great job. Esteban Ocon. Big up to everybody that is watching right now. If you're a McLaren fan, if you love Formula One, do me a favor. Do this channel a favor, okay? And how about you smash the like button on this video? Let's get this video circulating around the globe for all McLaren fans to watch, yeah? Because some people want to see some McLaren man stuff, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like that's what it is. Um, Amon, who says, I was ready to be here talking bad about the team, but then I saw the news. Let's go. You was ready to talk bad. I mean, let's take the news aside. Why would you want to just talk bad about the team? I thought there would be a little bit more, I thought it would be a bit more positive with it this weekend. If you think that they're, besides the news that you would have not been too happy, then I'm not entirely sure. Look who we've got back in the building. Or have we got him back in the building? That's the question. Can you hear us,
I'm back.
Mahad?
Yes, I can. Can you guys see me?
We can see and hear you. We can see and
Thank
hear
God for
you.
that.
They're
Sorry,
wondering whether
guys. Sorry I'm late.
they're wondering whether the do-rag is what's causing the glitch this time round. Whether it's a bad luck charm, I don't know. I don't know. But they've
Nah,
seen it.
man. This is a good look, man. Come on, people.
But yeah, Amon's saying that I was ready to talk bad about the team this week, but the news has kind of lifted up their spirits. I'm quite intrigued to hear about that. We've got we're crossing over to some football talk here, where Quincy Promise, yeah, honestly, he's had a stinker. I don't know if you've seen this story. Have you? Just on a side note.
No, I have not. No, sorry.
So
I
basically,
just woke up from a nap, guys. I ain't seen nothing.
so basically, I think he's been charged now, and he's getting persecuted because he's been bringing in the let's call it the class A, bringing it across the boards, worth 75 million euros.
Oh God, just forget about that. Let's talk
Next.
about McLaren. Let's talk about McLaren. Lord.
Hey y'all, says Spike. Yep, big up Spike in the building, just saying
Shout
hello
outs to
to a
you,
few
Spike.
people. Alex saying McLaren worries me despite the signings. Okay, so we're getting a few mixed reviews here. So we're gonna get into the talk a little bit more. I just want to say hi, make sure I say hi to everybody there. Big up to Z as well. Canadian Gringo, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute.
Shout
Hey
outs to
there, guys,
Canadian Gringo.
and girls, what's up? Indeed. Nate, listen, you support Mercedes, yeah? Let's be very, 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 very careful here. Okay, well done. Your team shows promise. Lando being the fastest in the wet. Congrats. I don't know if that's sarcasm or whether he's actually complimenting. I know Nate, and I'm
It's
just
gonna
thinking.
rain every race. It's gonna rain every race. Don't worry, man.
Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, listen, look, we'll still go through all the comment section, but I just wanted to get your take on the race weekend overall. With practice, with quali, and with the race combined, what was your thoughts over the course of the weekend, Mahad, in terms of the McLaren boys?
So let's start with Piastri. Piastri kind of had a really slow start. He was really off the pace in practice 1, 2, and 3. Just didn't really look like he was comfortable, and he kind of mentioned it as well. Like he just wasn't really happy with his performance himself over that period of time. And then Lando was right up there, getting top 5 in quali, not in quali, in practice sessions and so on. So I was kind of positive going into it. But quali, just I feel like first of all, fantastic job by the team getting that car sorted out in such a short amount of time, especially with what happened in Q2. But
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of just derailed everything from that point with Norris, and it's really a what could have been kind of thing. I know some people say, "Oh, we didn't have the pace; we would have qualified 10th anyway." I really think I think this is. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a podium gone.
Yeah.
I think he out qualifies Ocon.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't know. People, I saw those comments as well. People saying like, didn't matter what was going on in Q2 and
But
whatnot.
it's kind of like this, yeah. If he out qualifies Ocon and he hasn't hit the car and he doesn't go out late, then does he get blocked in the tunnel by Charles, and does Charles get a penalty? No, so then it would be P4 anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean the blockage in the tunnel, bizarre, absolutely weird. Like who slows down in the tunnel?
I don't care if you're on a cool down lap or a warm up lap. Why are you on the racing line going slow in the tunnel?
No, it's just a
That's
scandal,
just
man.
not a thing.
That was a frigging scandal. I was
But
fuming about that.
obviously, Norris was trying to find the limits in Q2 and then made that mistake. Thank God the team could get it fixed in time so you can get into Q3 and have a run out there. But he only managed to get one run, and then Piastri just like so close to getting into Q3,
Yeah, yeah. He was
so
so
so so
close.
close.
As
But
Amon said, he cooked. That's the thing. It was what was it, hundredths of a second out
yeah,
of Q3, and yeah. But as you said, as you mentioned there earlier, Piastri was sort of talking about how he wasn't feeling too great in practice and in the Q1 and two, where he was saying he was about six, was it 3 or 6 tenths off? I can't remember what number
he
he
was
gave.
he was way off. He was
He was
way off
off.
Norris time
And,
wise.
and and he kept saying I was constantly the same time, constantly from start to finish. I was always the same gap behind Lando, and it was just a bit like, okay, I guess is it first time at Monaco in an F1 car, nerves was what do you put it down to? Because it seemed like he didn't
It's
even know.
tough, man. It's tough, man. I don't. But when I think back to F2, he didn't particularly look too good in Monaco as well. But then I think things just seemed to come together. Even just that last run in Q2, he kind of put stuff together. It's just really a shame that he couldn't get into Q3.
Yeah,
Um, but that kind of those type of things, like those type of qualities in Monaco, it will just derail your whole weekend. And we spoke about this as well. Like,
absolutely.
there's not really a chance to progress moving forward if you qualify what Q10, no P10, P11.
Yeah.
What are you really gonna do with that?
It's tough, isn't it? Yeah, it's very tough. Drea says it here. Track evolution was big, therefore it was especially bad. Lando couldn't finish his lap. Yeah, because you started seeing these random lap times of people going up the grid, and you
Faster,
think,
faster,
man,
and faster. Yeah.
honestly, like even towards the
No,
end of
but that
Q3, gone.
yeah, well, towards the end of Q3, where like obviously Ocon went provisional pole,
Yeah,
then
then
Alonso, then
Alonso.
Max.
Yeah,
And what I'm saying is, if we went out at a scheduled time like everybody else, instead of going out at a weird time because they were fixing the car, right?
yeah,
We would have maybe been involved in that ramping up.
quite
And
possibly.
throughout the weekend in the practice sessions, we we're very, very quick in sector 3 as well. So
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows what could have happened? Who knows?
No, who knows? Indeed,
I
I
feel
think it was.
I'll always have the nagging feeling that something could have happened, but here we are.
Yeah,
But
I think so.
the race we did a good. We maximized the situation, although putting Lando on hards after going 50 laps. Like, do you know what my logic is with this year? And it's the same kind of logic I had with Alonso as well. Yeah, if you're gonna go that long, just wait for the rain, man.
Well, this is it. Like,
Just wait
uh,
for the rain. If it comes, then you can slap it on Inters. And we had the perfect strategy. Piastri actually had the perfect strategy for the weekend.
honestly, like I was like, I didn't know if I was just talking hindsight. I was very annoyed with that but the fact that it happened to two teams, I thought, do you know what? Maybe there's something that I'm not quite sure. But then again, every man and his dog knew rain was coming. Like they knew that it was coming. So this idea that it was not going to come anymore, I was baffled by that. Like, because he
I
was
would
even,
rather wait. Just wait, innit, Peter? Wouldn't you
yeah,
just rather wait and let the rain come and then make the decision? Okay, let me put Inters on.
a
Is
hundred
this is
percent.
this a good enough situation for me to put Inters on instead of kind of like the fact that he got the mediums to go that far as well, you might
Yeah,
as
I
well
mean,
just go the extra couple laps.
the medium was cooking. Let's be real. Like the medium was cooking for Lando. The pace was good, and the thing is, like you got to look at it like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. George Russell was calling it early, saying, "Look, guys, it's wet out here. Okay, like we need to change these tires."
It's spitting,
Then
yeah.
you saw when Verstappen was on those mediums, bruv, he was not looking after that car well in those mediums. He was skidding and sliding.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a Fernando Alonso who we laud and talk about. He seems to know so many things that goes on in a race and how to strategize himself for the best. And yet even he was like kind of fumbling his words a little bit, like, I don't know, it's a little bit of rain. We can pit. I mean, he pitted in and we went for the hards, didn't he? Or was he on the hards and went for the mediums? It was one of
No,
the
he was on hards. He was on hards, and then
and he
went to
went to, and then
mediums.
and then they went to mediums. I think you've gone to mediums, brother. I was shocked when Alonso did that. I thought, nah, this is not a medium tire. I get it. Like, what was my man's name? Who was making a fast? Someone did like a fast stint on the medium, and
But
they got
the
gassed.
the thing is, when Alonso pitted, people were going on Inters. So why
Yeah,
would you go on a? At least with Lando, nobody went on Inters yet when he made that pit. It's just
yeah.
one lap too early. Didn't
Yeah,
make sense.
yeah, yeah. It was one lap too
So
early. I do,
that's a different type of decision to what
but
Alonso did.
can you be forgiven though of you're a lap early before the rain came? Maybe you're 2 laps early, or even 3 laps early, right? Can you be forgiven to not know that there's rain uh, around the corner? We're talking about 3 minutes, 2 minutes max.
Listen, do you know what I think? I say it is. Yeah, I say it like this. There was no harm in staying out. We're P10. What does it
Yeah, there
matter?
was no harm. There was no
If
harm
you
at all.
gamble, it don't work. It don't work. But just might as well take the gamble and wait for the rain to come and then box at the right time and move forward with that. So I just really think you should have just hung it out there, like people like George Russell, like Piastri, because the thing is you got the strategy right on the other side.
Well, yeah, true. Piastri had the better strategy, I
Piastri
guess,
pitted on the right
and right there, yeah,
lap and put on the right tire after being on hards and did
and
it.
then that was
That's
it.
what we should have just done with Lando. But
Do you think we should have
just
started?
like
Do you think we should have started hards on Lando? Because Dre's saying here, like, I don't think the medium was a good call. I thought the medium was fine. I thought the mediums were fine in terms of. I just thought like with
I
Lando's
think no,
pace
no.
throughout the race,
I don't think Lando has struggled as much as other people on the mediums, but hard was the right call.
hard was the right call. Yeah,
Hard was the right
interesting.
call.
And did he have to
Because
start on a
before the
specific
race,
tire?
they said, "Oh, rain might come." They knew rain might come in the race. So your best bet is to go on the tire that will last the longest to see. But I don't begrudge the decision of going on mediums because mediums the pace was there. He didn't have many issues with it. He still managed to do laps on the mediums while they were him and I think
That's
him and Max were the only people on mediums past lap 50.
correct. Yeah,
So so I feel like it's all right, Charles. I'm not gonna really complain about that. It's about the time of pitting and putting on the tire. That's the problem.
yeah.
But
I
I
got
just
a
feel
feeling.
like Lando got disadvantaged because he was doing a good pace, and then obviously he has to pit. Then he has to pit
Yeah,
again. Do you know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? And
So
then he has to gain
he's
then
lost
he has to
30
catch
seconds
up
or
the
whatever.
time to catch up to Yuki, who Yuki's been incredibly slow and actually caused that gap between P9 and P8.
9 and 8. Yeah,
Yeah, when we could have just kind of leapfrogged him if we did the inters, and then he would have had an opportunity to chase down Sainz and Gasly and Leclerc and be within that pack. And he
yeah.
was lapping a much faster pace than all of those guys. So there was an opportunity, like I think Lando said, that P7 was on the cards, man.
I think he even said higher
Because
than that.
he could clearly overtake on track.
Yeah, I think he was even saying P4 or 5. I could have sworn he said there was even something higher, further down the grid he could have gone had everything been at the
He would have
running
definitely
time.
been with that batch of Sainz, Gasly, and Leclerc. He would have been with those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. I mean, look, people have I don't think people. Alex is saying here. I think the medium seemed okay, and I think we're splitting. We may be splitting hairs between hards and mediums in terms of what to start with. One thing we all agree on is that they pulled Lando in too early, and if I'm being honest, mate, that's a howler. Somebody's got to be on there saying, look, the rain might come. Let's just buy our time. We don't like because I don't think we'll be caught up if we've reacted too late. I don't think there's a too late call here. It's just purely, we either get the right tire now or we leave it and hold fire and see what happens. Because a lot of people did hold fire a little bit, didn't they? And kind of wanted to weather the storm. Let's see how wet is it really out there. And then it started to chuck down, and then you get people jumping on mediums. I'm thinking, yo, you guys are mad. Like, what's going on?
What was the whole thing about category 1 or grade 1 rain or whatever it was? You knew rain was coming.
It's just
So just wait.
honestly, that's one thing
But
I can't understand.
it's just one of those ones.
I
It's
can't
just a
understand it.
mistake
Like
he made.
for me, I've heard people say things like, it's difficult because maybe it wasn't really raining in Monaco, or even the part of the track where it rained, it wasn't all over the track. Like, okay, fine. That's why you hold fire and see what you can do. You pitted him in and put him on the wrong tire at the end of the day, and then he had to go back in. He's lost 30 seconds just like that. He's lost
Yeah.
time just like that. So
No. We need to iron these things
that
out.
was
Right?
that
As
was very
prior to
frustrating.
we're lucky we're not in a good car right now when we're making those type of mistakes. Because boy, if
Yeah,
you're like fighting for wins and that, and you're doing that, it's
yeah,
scary. But
no,
like I said,
absolutely.
my saying is, if in doubt, copy Red Bull, copy Max's strategy.
Who gambled first?
You
Was it?
don't box until Max box.
I was gonna say who gambled first? Was it Max or Alonso?
Alonso.
Alonso gambled first.
Alonso, and then Max was on the radio saying, "No, Inters. This is Inters. Put me ready
So
for Inters now." If
but
you was
you see why
if you
you
was
see
doing
why.
if you was shadowing that, if you
Yeah,
at the end of the day, Max, there must have been shadowing Max because only Max and Lando were out there were on mediums past lap 50. So clearly, just copy what he's did.
yeah. I mean, Alonso, like Max was not looking comfortable in those mediums when it got wet. It got wet out there, and the guy was hitting the wall
Yeah, but Max and
like
Lando have the skill to get through that.
I guess so. What I'm saying, I'm just sort of looking at it from like an Alonso perspective. Like I don't even want to do this, but I'm even close to saying I think Alonso bottled the race there. He bottled the win there. Like it sounds crazy and harsh. It's just because I know what he's capable of. I know how good he is and what he's capable of. There's other comments coming in here. I just wanted to just quickly go back to Canadian Gringo's one because he said, "Can we talk about Can we talk about both Fernando and Esteban almost getting pole and qualifying?" Because I was completely like I couldn't believe what I was seeing when I saw that. I was gobsmacked. I was absolutely
Yeah,
gobsmacked
but
because they were
obviously
fast.
Monaco, the margins are so small because the lap time is so short. The track is so short, and then
I
obviously
guess.
there's no straights where like Red Bull can gain an advantage and stuff like that. But yeah, Max's third sector was crazy, man. What can you do, man? He was down 2 tenths.
But
I don't think he should be down 2 tenths, but he was down 2 tenths, and then he
and then
even
what? Did,
banged the
yeah.
wall quite hard, and he still bloody put in a fast
So
time.
so talk to me about this, right? Sectors 1 and 2, he wasn't necessarily quick, right? He wasn't doing it, right? You didn't
He was
think he was going
down
to get the
two
pole.
cents.
He was down, yeah. He hits the wall, and somehow in sector 3, not only after hitting the wall and being down those tenths, he makes up that time and puts it on pole. How? How fast is this Red Bull? Someone explain
No,
this to
no,
me.
no, no, no. What do you know what it is? Yeah, I think he made up the time in the corners, the last two corners, because he was the way he approached them corners is nuts, nuts.
Honestly,
He was so close to the wall, but yeah, on that straight bit, obviously you're trying to straighten that little bend, that little kink. You know what I mean?
honestly, man.
And he banged the wall. I don't know how he didn't get any damage, but he managed to get over the line, man. But just shows. Listen, Alpine's got some pace, man. We need to be worried, man.
Well, they've gone above us, haven't they, this weekend? Unfortunately, they have gone above
Yeah.
us in the constructors championship. But yeah, it was just quite, it was quite like I've never seen Monaco to have, where an Esteban or an Alonso or somebody randomly could go and nick pole. I've not seen that for a long time anyway. So even though to what you were saying, like the track laps, this lap's smaller, so at least the margins are smaller as well. But I don't think I even recall seeing. We're usually excited about maybe Leclerc getting on pole or something like that, but we didn't see. I've like to see what we saw on Saturday. I was in shock when Ocon put it on pole. I was like, oh my god, this is a legit pole. And then Alonso was like, hold my beer. And then Max was like, are you lot dumb? Like I'm in the lead for a reason.
Leclerc should have been in that conversation, but I don't know what he did with his lap. Even though he's not even far off. He wasn't even far off. He's P3, man. But he's got faster time than Ocon.
He
He just didn't get
yeah, he
provisional
did.
ball.
No, he did. He did. You're right. He didn't get provisional pole and all of that. But yeah, it's all interesting. It's interesting stuff, man. I mean, look, let's go through some of these comments here, so see what people are
I would
saying.
say. This is me just being blind faith. I say Norris would have got top 5.
Say that again.
I said Norris would have got top 5 if the damage didn't have, if he didn't get damage in Q2.
Quite possibly. We still need to work on our strategies, but all in all, let it be wet more often. Let's talk about that race pace in the wet. Huh? We had two of our guys, you know what I mean? I mean, look,
I don't know what
lovely,
that's all about though.
lovely. What, why are we quick in the wet?
Why have we built a car that's quick in the wet? It's a good thing.
Yeah,
But
at least it can, at least it's doing something. But like, yeah,
like is that that's driver as well? Because thank God, listen, Piastri, man, he's passing all the tests,
listen, he's the
We
man.
spoke about this already. He done the long ass stint in Saudi
Yeah,
on one pair of
yeah,
tires,
yeah,
one set of tires, and then so he's passed the tire management tests. Now he's
yeah.
passed the wet weather in Monaco. Get points on your debut test. He's
So
passing tests,
listen,
and he
it's
had the second
underrated.
fastest pace. He had the second fastest pace.
It's
And
un it's
Norris.
it's un it's un it's unbelievable. Rookie season, you know what I'm saying? He's got two points, like two, points finishes in his out of six. So like in his first year, I don't think we've seen many. Like obviously Hamilton in his first year in the McLaren obviously cooked, right? But like this is not normal. Like
Look at the
Leclerc,
time. You know when they got past Yuki, yeah? Do you
yeah.
know how much time their man gained? I was looking
What?
at the screen. I was like, "Nah, these men are taking 5 seconds out of science every lap." I was like, "What the hell is going on here?"
No, on a real, like Lando
Clearly,
was
no.
the
But do you know what though? I was thinking in my head, yeah, because obviously Science was behind Gasly and Leclerc in it. I was thinking,
yeah.
how slow is Leclerc going?
for,
In my
for
head,
Lando
I,
to be
I
up
I
there.
thought it was the other way around. I thought is how slow is Leclerc going rather than how
Yeah,
fast we were going. But it turns
yeah.
out we were going really, really fast
I mean, with the fastest car on track was Lando 3 seconds? You say
in the rain. Yeah,
3?
3 seconds a lap faster than Max.
Come on, like that is a cause for concern in some ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't lie. It's like it's a good thing, but it's
What
also
did he
like
say? He said in the interview that he was waiting for blue flags for Max because he wanted to,
because obviously he got him where it was, but then
because
mind
he
you,
was a
getting
lap down,
laps when
innit?
you imagine being a lap down when you're P9 though. That's so dead. That's just so long. Like it's just long. The Red Bulls are so long. It's annoying. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know, man. Let's see what
If
Amon's
that was a
saying.
traditional, if that was, let's say this, yeah, if that was a traditional racetrack and we had more laps, we're literally overtaking everybody with up to all the way up to Ocon, maybe to Fernando.
Is that in the dry as well?
No, in the wet. No, in the dry. No way. Absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way. Um,
Oh
but
my god.
yeah, this car seems to be good, man. Remember in Singapore, we were fast as well in the
Yeah,
rain.
yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, we were
But
fast in the
yeah,
rain.
but like I said, yeah, I think at that point, like we started getting faster as the rain kind of settled down a little bit. And I'll tell you now that Lando is the best wet to dry driver.
Mate,
You
some
know, they're
McLaren have
mixed
Mc,
conditions when it
Mc,
stops raining and it's wet and it's drying up.
yeah,
He's the
yeah.
best.
McLaren have got a knack for this kind of talent because Hamilton was the same, Button was the same. Now Lando Norris is one as well. Especially as you said that bit in between when it's not quite dry, it's not quite wet, it's right there. You know what I mean? Like we seem to have a knack for these kind of drivers. Amon says if those Canada upgrades don't make us have a good advantage to Alpine, we will end up where we are right now this season. P6 in the constructors and out of top 10 in the drivers. Do you know what? Stella's talking greasy, man. He's talking greasy, man. He say when these upgrades come, you're gonna see a different car. Make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. He's taught like
Is that the new sign? Is that the new sign we're gonna do?
brother, that's the new one, bro. That's the new one. You know that GIF. I put it on the McLaren fan TV thing, and it's like when Rafa Benitez gets those glasses, it's like, yep, job done.
Get the glasses
That
off
that
off the bench. Man does this, yeah.
that's that
Listen,
customary. a
I'm telling you now, yeah. I believe Stella.
1000%. Why
What
wouldn't you?
you what guys? What needs to be improved in the car so drastically? I think straight line speed, obviously, the drag
Yeah,
not too bad. Because
yeah.
now I'm looking at Barcelona and now they've got rid of that last chicane. I'm bloody scared.
You're scared, yeah.
Because the straight just seems like you can get on the acceleration a little bit longer.
Oh,
You know what I
okay. Do
mean?
you know what? See, okay, so I saw it as a like it's better for us because it's a slow speed corner as opposed to it being a lot like a fast speed corner. So like
No,
maybe
no,
that
no.
might
It's
work
more
in
of a
our
medium speed, a lot of fast
okay.
speed corner now. So yeah, and then they've got two straights there, innit?
Yeah,
In
they've got two
Barcelona.
straights.
So
Listen,
and
I'll say this.
I don't want to feel like that anymore when I go to see racetracks. That man seeing straights and being like, nah, this ain't it. So they better have sorted that out. If it's a B spec car, they better have sorted that out. Now they got the
Listen,
pictures of the Red Bull floor. Do something, man.
look, I lie. You know what's there. It's time to copy and paste. Um,
Go breach the cost cap and build a new floor, man.
well, exactly. No, exactly that. I think as well. What's it called? It's raining in Madrid right now, or it rained yesterday anyway. So maybe that rain could just move towards. You know what I'm saying? Let's head up to the. Let's get to the coast, yeah, and hit up
I can't
Catalonia,
remember
bro.
the last time it rains. I can't remember the last time it rained in Barcelona.
Barcelona. I couldn't tell you, mate. I could not tell you at
But
all.
I think just hold on to the beach. Like, listen, the Imola cancelled, so that's one race down. Double points in Monaco. That's good. The only disadvantage is bloody Alpine got 1,000,000 points
Yeah, yeah,
this weekend. We just need to get through Barcelona, and then hopefully, I think it's either Canada or Silverstone. We get the B spec car. So
yeah. I
fingers
think
crossed, guys.
I heard Stella aiming for Austria. And
No, we
then
can't
we'll see
introduce
what
it in Austria, man. It's a sprint weekend, man. We're not doing that.
happens. Oh God,
Forget
I
about
don't
that.
know. Um, TSJ Awesome says they must have thought the rain wouldn't be that heavy, in which fresh slicks would be quicker than old slicks like Hamilton in Germany 2018.
Yep, yep.
Was it 18 or
That's why.
19?
That's why they said. That's why they said like grade 1 rain. That's why they said that probably.
Mm.
That probably means light rain. Stay out in slicks.
Hey, if there's one thing I've
Even right
learned,
now.
if there's one thing not even that I've learned, that's confirmed. L- George Russell knows better than the team what to do in terms of strategy. This man is telling his team. How many times has he done this now? Where he's told Mercedes, "We need to do this. We should be doing
Yeah, he
this."
knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He
He
knows how
knows
to
what
lead
he's
the thing.
doing.
The only thing is, he bottled the podium. He slacked on inters and went off track.
Yeah, how did he go off track on Inters? Like that's a bit.
And he was ahead of
And the,
Ocon. So
and the way,
if you're ahead
and
of
the
Ocon
way
on track and you got fresh inters on, that means you bottled the podium, mate.
you see how he came on the track again. Now he come back on track, just
Yeah, that was
reversing when
dangerous, man. And then what's the name punted into him, innit? Perez punted into him.
Perez, yeah. Oh, Perez had a howler as well this weekend. He had an
Oh
absolute
god.
stinker.
But
Like,
do you know what? Do you know compounding effect of McLaren's weekend? Yeah, I think it would have been a good weekend, but we needed Alpine to have a stinker. They did not. They got a bloody
yeah,
podium, which makes it even worse. I felt
it makes
sick.
it worse. Yeah, it does. It
I
does make it
wanted I
worse.
wanted George on the podium. Come on, man. Somebody else, man. The bare man in the top teams didn't step up.
Yeah.
Stroll, Perez, Leclerc, Sainz,
Mm.
Russell. Like, what's going on here, man?
No, it's
Get that
true.
podium off these man.
It's true. I mean, Stefano is saying, look, our strategy could do with some upgrades. Do you know what I mean? It's like we need to. Yeah,
No,
there
we
is
spoke
something
about this.
that's.
We spoke about this. We don't.
You know, it's.
We've had those issues last season. We've had issues for a while, strategy wise, going all the way back to Sochi.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Drea saying that Oscar controlled his pace. They talked about it on the McLaren app. The hard tire was just more stable and less grainy. Lando did a great job to get the mediums to last that long.
Yeah.
So
Do you
again,
know what
what?
I've noticed? They split strategy. They split the strategies quite a lot. Have you noticed?
Yeah, and to be fair, like I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all because it can help to sharpen the strategy once we get a good car. So in the meantime, it's like, look, we've got a rookie, yeah. So let's use this rookie to test a few things out because he's a bloody good one as well. He's no slouch. He's not slow. He's a good rookie. So our best strategy should go on Lando, and then the second best strategy or something different that they might think maybe this could do something. We're gonna fling it on Oscar and see what happens. Um, and sometimes they'll get it wrong. What I mean by wrong is that they wish that they'd given whatever they gave Oscar to Lando, but at least they know what the alternatives look like. So they got some data at least. Whether they will use it and whatnot is another question. So it's an interesting one there. Amon says Brazilian broadcast said that after Russia, Norris and his engineer started classifying the levels of rain. Right. So here we are. That's what's going on there.
Category
Then.
99, grade 99. That's Sochi rain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not quite Sochi rain, but it's a little bit more like it's like, oh, come on, honestly. But yeah, Max and Lando were racing for pride. It was so funny. Max and Lando, right,
Yeah,
racing
no,
for
because
pride.
I swear GP, Max's engineer was like, just let Lando boss, man. Why are you racing him? Why?
Yeah,
Just
as
what the hell is wrong
Alex
with
is
you?
saying again here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up to Musab. Don't worry about it. You're here. You're live and direct. You are right here with
Shouts to you,
us.
brother.
So big up yourself. With the way Max was hitting with the walls, no margin left. Well, that's the thing. He hit walls. Like, here's the
No,
thing,
no, no,
Lando.
no, no. I understand skimming walls and gaining time, yeah. But I just felt like he had a big impact. I thought you'd lose time,
That's what
but
I
he didn't.
thought. Like, look, no. What I'm saying is, okay. Whether Musab's talking about the quali here or whether talking about the race, but when he was on the medium tire and wondering what should we do when the rain came, Max Verstappen could not handle his car. He was not
Yeah, he
handling
was
his car.
fighting for his life, man. He was fighting for his life.
He
But
was
you have to
fighting for his
understand that
life.
he probably because he was leading the race, he probably killed off his mediums way more than Lando did.
Quite possibly.
So
That's a good shot. Actually, that's
we're
quite
talking
possible. Yeah,
about
yeah.
we're talking about bold, like
Because
proper bad
I remember when he was
graining.
like Alonso had pitted, and then they said that he came out with slicks, and Verstappen was like, what, like, is he, what was, I think just before he gets to the tunnel he hits the wall again, doesn't he? Before he hits the tunnel he gets on the wall, he's on the radio, he's like, intermediates now, and they're like, don't worry, take your time. Alonso's pitted again, he's going to be pitting again for those intermediates. So yeah, he had a bit more, left in the tank there. Drea says Lando said in the post-race show he got Sochi vibes. The team said the rain wouldn't get heavier. They based their decision on that and will review it. Yeah, the team had a stinker. It's as simple
Yeah.
as that.
Hey, it's like F1 manager. Our weather machine is not good, man. Pattern it up, man.
Yeah,
Invest
what's
in it.
wrong with that? Like,
Zach,
you just get the Microsoft app. You know what I'm saying? What is it? The Metro Office. Get the Met Office
I
app.
saw Jonathan Wheatley. I saw his map next to what he was looking at. That was looking real rainy. I
It's
don't know what we
real
got on our pit
rain.
wall.
Yeah, yeah, real rain, man. Real rain. Um, Old tight generous Dave, big up yourself, man. Saying Ferrari with another stinker. Listen, everywhere they go, like every week, bruv, there's something to talk about Ferrari in there. Whether it was Leclerc, whether it was Science, it didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. Science was having a mad one as well. He was just not. He was not keeping it. You know what I mean? He was not keeping it together. And I think he's really. I think he's really feeling the heat there. I think his job is on the line this
I
season.
feel like the stinkiness of Ferrari is now becoming the stinkiness of the drivers because that was bad performance by both of them.
Yeah, because it wasn't. We
Bad
weren't
movement
getting
from
this
both.
last year too tough, were we? We were very sympathetic of the drivers last year, and we stuck everything on the strategy and the car and whatever else. But now it's like, yeah,
But you
what's
know
going
what?
on?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
We
We
don't
don't
care.
care. We
Flipping out.
don't care. This is
We do
McLaren.
not
Forget about
care.
Ferrari.
We do not care. Let's have a look here and see what's going on. Yeah, Dreas, bang on, bang on. We have the drivers. We just need a car. They're both rapid. And that's the thing, like, we need, like, we can get all comfortable in this setting, like, we know our drivers are good, but there's that concern, isn't there, like, if this goes on too long, if it goes on much longer, we could be seeing, now it's not even a case of, well, where did they go, what car, what team does Piastri join or Norris join? It don't matter. The fact that if they're leaving us, that's the problem we need to rectify. So yeah, I don't know, man, it's a lot.
We hopefully we can get that sorted out. We've made some signings. We're doing things.
We're doing
Hopefully
things.
2025, we're there. Like I said from before, but the only thing that's holding me back right now, that's worrying me, is the engine issue. But apart from that, I feel like Lando and Piastri are there, man. They're there. Somebody in the pit stop group chat said today, unprovoked, not me, unprovoked, said, yeah, Piastri is the seventh best driver in Formula One.
Hey, I saw that. I saw that on Twitter. It made Twitter.
Seventh.
I saw seventh, boy. I said, hang on a minute. First of all, we know that Lando. I want to
So
know where they got
who is
Lando
he
Norris.
better than? That means he's
Yeah,
better than
yeah,
bare people.
yeah, exactly. Uh, Canadian Gringo
You
saying
guys,
Orlando.
let's
Yeah,
ask the audience. Where
go on.
does Piastri rank in the Formula One right now? In the
Out
top
of the
20?
20 drivers, yeah.
Out of the 20 drivers, where does he rank people?
What
Because
number is
people
he?
in
Yeah,
my group chat are saying he's seventh best driver.
people are saying he's seventh best driver. What's Canadian Gringo saying here? Orlando and Piastri wasting their time at McLaren? Not right now.
Piastri just got here, mate.
Yeah, Piastri needs to
He
hold
looks
that, innit?
Canadian Gringo. He's been here 6 races.
Yeah, that's true. That's very
Calm
true.
down with the Piastri one. Maybe
Mm.
Lando, yeah, but he signed a long-term deal. He's seeing what we're doing. We're seeing the moves. Let's just see how it goes. If it's not there, then Lando can go, obviously. But Piastri just got here, man. What do you mean wasting time? He was wasting time on the simulator last year in Alpine.
Alpine, yeah. He
That's
should
a
have been
waste of
an
time.
F1 driver last year. Yeah, for sure. This goes. Last season was a mighty disappointment here in Canada. Let's hope the upgrade coming doesn't produce another letdown. I'll be there with my stepbrother and my dad. Fingers crossed. I'll pick up the crew going to Montreal, man. That's what we're talking about. But what do you reckon about that? I mean, upgrades will come in Austria and Silverstone, not Canada. So where are we with this conversation here in terms of the upgrades? Because it's not really clear.
I
I'm
was
seeing a lot of different.
specifically told. This is the quote from Stella, guys.
Stella told
He
you, yeah.
said,
Man said, yo,
he said initially he said either Canada or Silverstone because they will not bring upgrades to Austria because it's a sprint race. If it's not Canada anymore, it's Silverstone. There's not Austria. Why would you bring out a sprint race? How can
bro,
you even calibrate a B-spec car in a sprint race?
I
If we
read a
do
quote.
that, that's clown. We're clowns. We can't do that.
I can't lie. I'm sure I read Stella saying, "Yo, Austria,
Yeah, we're
we're
done.
hope
We're done.
we're hoping to
We're
bring things in
finished.
Austria."
I'll
I need
tell
to
you right
find that
now, if
news
we bring it to
article.
Austria, we're finished. We're finished.
I need to find that news article. But yeah, I could have sworn I read something about Austria. I can't lie. Maybe, yeah, maybe nothing. I don't know. Nothing will beat the Canada GP stream. What was this of last year? Canada wins that
Oh, that
race.
was pain.
Last year was bad. Them straights, we were getting eaten, man. We
And
were
it was
getting
raining as
absolutely.
well. Oh, we were slow as hell. I ain't lie, man. I don't even remember that, man.
Nate saying, ain't a shot at you guys, but how have Merck been able to produce a B spec car faster than you lot when you realized the issue earlier?
Because they've got a wind tunnel right there on
First
the
of all,
doorstep that they can
Mercedes
use, and a
resources are
simulator, and they've got bread, and they've got
outrageous.
thousands of stuff. They've got bare people working there. They got more money. You know what I'm saying? We had
I
James Key giving us the first upgrade that we just wasted time on. So now we have to get this B spec done. You get me? Just so much stuff. So many
also,
answers to that question.
also, I think Mercedes were already cooking this situation from early. They just didn't want to say nothing. When they start giving out them statements, when they started giving out the statements, race one, race two, we were getting worse. Sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, whoa, what's going on over here? I think they were doing this from early. I think they were doing it early doors, man, way before we knew. Way before we knew. I think McLaren are
I
just
was
a bit too
listening.
transparent.
No, but I think McLaren changed the philosophy in like Christmas time. So it's not this car.
Yeah.
We did it way after. They discovered something.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh. And then I was watching something with some engineer. Some engineer was kind of looking at McLaren's floor and he's saying that they found something out that's similar to Red Bull that no other team is doing with the floor.
Hey,
So obviously I don't understand all that engineering stuff, but that's what he said in it. But
I can't lie.
I'm not aerodynamicist, but we'll see what this next car is.
There's hella aerodynamicists on the road, man. I'm feeling insecure. The amount of things, the way people are talking about, they talk about the floor, the downforce, the side pods.
I did not pay attention in physics.
But when porpoising come around and everyone seems to have the answer for this, yeah, ride height, rare. I'm thinking, guys, what is happening here? Why can't we build a fast rocket and carry on? Like, I ain't got nine to talk about there.
I need to reply to somebody. Nate, do we have a wind tunnel on our doorstep?
What's he
Answer that
saying?
question.
You
Answer the
can't
question
use
right
bread.
now.
Everyone's got a
I want you
parasite.
to answer the question right now.
Yeah. Tell me
Do we
where
have a
our
wind tunnel on our doorstep?
tell us where is our wind tunnel? That's the
Do we?
question
Did we? The person that was running our team got sacked.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
that happen? Stop.
I said, it's
The money
more of
that
already
the money
invested
that the money that Mercedes has invested was before the budget cap. When they were winning 8 constructors in a row, mate. Use your common sense.
I want to know if he knows what country our wind tunnel was in. That's all I want to know. Big up everybody watching right now. Smash a like button on this video right now so we can get McLaren fan business everywhere across the world. I love the fact that I tried to look for McLaren fan stuff, right? Not music, news rather. Just different race stuff, content. You know what I mean? And every time I look for McLaren stuff, I can't find it. I'm struggling to find it. I have to just read articles. Yeah, these times I'm like, you know what? It's because we do a McLaren fan business situation. So people that want to find McLaren fan stuff, they come over here. This is where they come to. Gasly says, Science, when are we going to admit he's nowhere near good enough for a top team? He's nicking a living at Ferrari. He's a midfield driver.
I was told a lot of times, like repeatedly, yeah, that Sainz is better than Norris because of what happened in 2019 and 2020. But all the real McLaren fans, they knew at the time that Norris was better than Sainz. That's what I've got to say.
It's weird, yeah, because when he was at McLaren, I have to admit, I saw him like as a senior guy, and then at Ferrari, I look at him as like the Pitney, which is weird. It's weird because
I think he's the Pickney driving wise, but I still think he's the leader verbally.
Do you still think he's the leader verbally? Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's got the mechanics on strings.
Interesting. Is he a midfield driver in your opinion?
Yes.
Wow.
He's not in my top 10. He's not in my top 10. So
he's not in your top 10. Who would you rather have, Ricciardo or Sainz at Ferrari?
Ricciardo.
Wow. There you go. Anyone says Ferrari is so much better than Mercedes, but Mercedes can do more lemonade with less lemons.
Yeah, Ferrari have the second best car, but just tell me what their drivers are doing right now and their team.
Yeah.
Operationally.
From when they've got Arriva Bene, mate. No, not Arriva. Is it Arriva Bene? The brother from Juventus. Oh no, he went to Juventus.
Arriva Bene went to Juventus.
Yeah, he went to Juventus. Yeah. I hear you, but have you have Arab?
Yeah, we built one now. It's opening It's opening this month, I think.
Ask the question again, Nate. When the wind tunnel's in full effect and we're using it proper, and you're seeing the results,
100%.
let them. You know what I mean? So let's see.
Comments.
So yeah, we've got loads of comments here. So it says here, in answer to your question, where is Oscar Piastri in the grid in terms of the top 20 drivers? 7th sounds about right. Just out of curiosity, where's Norris? I just want to know where Norris is in this list. Where have you got him? You got him 3. So is it Hamilton or Verstappen 1?
I refuse to answer that question.
Okay. So Verstappen, Hamilton, Norris.
I refuse to answer the question. I'm just saying they're both there in it, but I'm not telling you what the order is.
They're both there. So 1 and 2, irrespective of the order, is Verstappen and Hamilton. And then it's Norris.
Then Norris. Then it's Fernando.
Russell. Oh, Fernando, of course, yeah, Fernando. Then Norris.
Then it's Russell.
Russell, sorry. So wait,
then it's Leclerc.
Lando ahead of Fernando.
Yes.
I tell you what, that's intense business there.
I want people I'm talking about right now. Obviously, career-wise, Fernando's better than him. I'm talking about what happened last season. Alpine was a faster car. Obviously, he broke down.
Yeah.
But in the times that they both finished the qualifying session together, and the times that they both finished the race together, what happened? That's all I've got. That's the only thing I've got to say. Who finished ahead of who?
Yeah. No, it's true.
When they both ended the race, because obviously I make allowances for Alonso's car blowing up. But when he finishes the race and when he finishes a qualifying session, where is Norris compared to him in a slow car last year?
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Musab says 3rd. TSJ says 4th. Yeah, I mean, there's the people are speaking. I do need to mention that the streets are saying McLaren stays as a customer team into the new regs.
You know what? Yeah, I went into the deep into the mountains and I meditated after that last night. And I was getting mad and I was just thinking. Yeah, I was deep in. And to be fair, I just went into the sauna. And I went to the sauna and I was thinking, if they don't find somebody, doesn't it give them a degree? And I've not heard anything about them signing with Mercedes, right?
Mm-hmm.
No,
for them
after 2026, yeah.
So
doesn't that give them the freedom to just sign with whoever's got the fastest engine?
I mean, if Mercedes got a fast engine, then would we be happy to take
it? No. But no, in reality, like if you're there and then you could just observe and be like, who's got the fastest engine? We'll go in with them. Buy their engine. That's like hedging your bets. Because you might try to develop your own engine, do your own thing, or you could try to hedge your bets and see who has developed the best engine and just be a customer of them, and then you're eating.
What are you saying? We do a Red Bull and Renault type thing. See what's
Why was Zach visiting Red Bull Boundaries? Why was he there?
Yeah.
When he was doing all the engine stuff, why was he there? Red Bull. Why was he at Milton's?
What would you say if they said, you know what, McLaren have joined with Red Bull powertrains for 2026? What would you say to that?
If the powertrains are cooking, I'll be there. I'll be drinking orange Red Bull. I'll go shop right now, but I'll buy orange Red Bull.
Buy the orange one.
Talking
What
about
the
Red Bull. Talking about Red Bull.
Hey, yeah, I think it's time. I
We
think
have
it's time.
signed
I think it's
somebody
time.
today.
We have signed somebody today. Let's get into that conversation, ladies and gentlemen. McLaren Rob from Red Bull. Rob, what's my name? Rob Marshall. Big up to Rob Marshall. I tell you what. So this was Red Bull's chief engineer. Have I got that correct? He's the chief engineer. He used to be their designer from
He used to be their
2000.
chief engineer officer, and then from like 2000, the Red Bull years. You know when
Yeah,
Vettel was winning, he
yeah.
was the chief design
Yeah.
officer. He was that. He was that guy.
He was that guy. And
He was that guy when Vettel was cooking. Vettel and Weber.
and he was also in the Renault team before that when Mr. Fernando Alonso was cooking.
He's the guy that was responsible for mass dampeners.
Mass dampeners?
Is it mass dampers?
What's that? What's mass dampeners?
I said that wrong? Mass dampers? I forgot the name of it, man. Shit.
No.
Hey, delete all of that. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Do you know what?
No sleep.
I'll tell you
mass
what.
Dampers,
Mass
dampers.
Oh, mass dampers. Oh, I should have never known what you meant.
The thing that basically
I'll tell you what.
0506 when Fernando was cooking.
Yeah. Listen, the fact that we gave these lot Adrian Newey, it's about frigging time. Okay, it's about bloody time. I said I am an oracle.
We're getting it back in blood.
We're getting it back in blood. There you go, Jay Starship. He knows what you're talking about.
Delete all of that. She's taking a piss. Delete all of that now.
Oh dear. A small Red Bull reunion at McLaren, and I'm loving it. Listen, you know what I'm saying? You gotta. You know.
No. First of all, put Alex's finger.
Oracle. Which one? The Oracle. Oracle.
Alex, salute.
He
predicted all of this.
Honestly,
in this very chat, he predicted all of this.
One of the first comments on top of the show, he was like, "Yo, my predictions are becoming like they're just flowing. They're happening."
But remember Zach after Australia said we've got some big signings coming.
Yeah,
this is the big signing, man. This is a scalp. This is a scalp.
People don't understand.
Look what people are saying. Let's go through what people are saying. Let's go into the F1 world. Yeah. Let's see what people are saying about this signing. Yeah, hold on. We've even got one Mr. from Craig Scarborough saying this is a great signing.
Yeah, Craig Scarborough. Yeah, hello, Craig.
Craig, the legend himself. We've got Dan Engine Mode. Shouts to Dan Engine Mode.
Big up to Dan.
Always thought highly of Rob. Big catch from McLaren. He's worked there.
He's worked there. You know what I'm saying? He knows, man. He knows what time. Hey, the hashtag is flowing again, my friend. What's the hashtag?
In Stella we trust, man.
Oh,
no, in Zach we trust because Zach's cooking.
Zach's cooking, but this guy's going to be working on the Stella as well. Don't like Zach said. Remember what Zach said after that race? Yeah, when you're talking about it, he said we need to sort out. We're not happy with the development of the car, the pace of the car, and everything else. And yes, everything was clouded by the Danny Ricciardo situation. But him and Stella knew there is more fish to fry in this situation. There's more.
Crofty's rating it. Crofty said this is a big signing. Yeah, we got Sam Collins, big F1 F1 TV tech guy. F1 tech. Sam Collins, F1 tech guy said significantness. Marshall has been heading up the 2026 car project at Red Bull.
So what go on then?
They had to let go of him now. Do you know they have to sack him now? Like he's not allowed to be in the factory. He's on garden leave right now. They got rid of him.
Yeah, we can't join till January, can he? I was like,
he's not allowed to see anything else.
I say with immediate effect. I was laughing when I read that. I was like, yo, if they're getting rid now, that's when you know. We can't let him know we can't let him spill the beans.
And
Z
like
says still we trust.
It's a little reunion, obviously, because who was head of aero and who was chief designer for that Red Bull car?
No, Prod.
Prod was head of aero, and he was chief designer under Adrian Newey for that Red Bull.
Hello.
Now we got the three. Remember we talked about the three heads of the dragon. Yeah, that's been replacing Key. Now we've got Marshall, David Sanchez from Ferrari.
Yeah,
Prod.
yeah. It's on. It's on. It's
All
on.
three of them, man, are better than Key. And now
Yeah.
they're working together.
Let's cook, man. Let's cook. With the wind tunnel coming in place.
Let's
Let's
cook,
cook.
man.
Let's cook. Okay. That's another hashtag as well. Let's cook. Let us cook, as
Let's cook,
Z is
man.
saying here. Alex saying, look, people are saying McLaren need to get rid of Zach. This is why we don't.
Because Zach does his job and hires the right people.
Listen, he does his frigging job.
If you're gonna judge Zach, judge him for hiring James Key.
Yeah, facts. We could do that.
If you're gonna criticize him, I'll be like, fair play.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely it's definitely one of those, man. What's going on at Red Bull? Jay is asking.
Why is everybody leaving? I'm concerned.
Do
you know what this is like? Do you know what this is like? This is like when Mercedes, when everybody was leaving in like 2020 and 2021.
Do you know what it is?
It always going to Aston Martin and that.
Do you know what? Yeah, Zach Brown let bare man redundant. I think there's a big bag. There's a wage bill that is off the Richter.
Yeah, but that was dumb. That's another mistake from Zach Brown. No,
the cuts.
Yeah, like I can understand trimming the fat, but my man got rid of the meat, bruv.
Yeah, he got a lot of people out of there. He did get a lot of people out of there. To be fair, it's all a bit mad. It's all a bit mad. Let's go through here. Let's see. So what does he know about that 2026 car?
What does he know? What does he know?
What do they know, huh? What do they know?
That's not from me. That's from Sam Collins. That's people that in F1 world saying that.
Sam Collins is the one with the mad hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We will take the revenge on everyone who mocks us now. Listen, let's just take notes, everybody.
Just calm. Just all you gotta do is, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, guys. Yeah, because I'm a bit of a sicko. Yeah. Whenever I see something crazy about McLaren, yeah, I'll log on to the McLaren Fan TV account. I'll bookmark it. I'm waiting. The crazy. I'm telling you now, people. The bookmarks are crazy. When I start pulling up stuff, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting in the long grass.
This guy's moving like Max Verstappen, bro. What? Just holding that Monaco. Just holding that Monaco.
Guys, don't worry, because all of you will eat well. Because when I release these disparaging McLaren tweets, to the world, you man can quote tweet them. It's fine.
Alex is saying, all I'm hearing is 4-time champion Lando Norris.
It's smelling very Red Bullish.
Musab saying McLaren domination incoming. Hashtag let us cook. Huh?
But obviously, these people are on garden leave. David Sanchez is on garden leave from Ferrari. Because Ferrari think, look, we can't let this guy go directly there. Same with Rob now. So, like, the effects are going to happen on the 2025 car, guys. But it's definitely going to impact the 2024 upgrades.
Yeah, no, I think it's hilarious that they can eat like all these gardening leaves that are taking place. Like, how is it just being allowed to happen? Like, I think that's so funny in this contract.
I wish my job. If I went to another job in my life right now, and they said the information you hold is too much, we gotta pay you to go away for a year. I'd be on the beach for a year,
bro.
I wouldn't work.
Mad?
I'd be chilling,
mate.
That would be a dream. I'd actually just follow the Formula 1 cars around the world. If they're paying me, I'll just be like,
exactly.
No, if my job did that, if my job said you hold too much information, we're gonna pay you your salary for a year, but don't come to work.
Don't come to work.
Living the dream.
Thank you very much. And as Drea says here, Rob started at Red Bull together with Newey. Indeed, he did. The fact that he was even at Renault as well when Alonso was winning them titles. Hello. When does all this hard work and poaching people come into fruition? Well, we've got
2025.
We've got 2025 is what I think we're looking at, and also. Look at what Aston Martin have been doing the last couple of years. Because remember, they were doing the same thing. They were kind of poaching the right people. They got the infrastructure in place. The wind tunnels here. They're at Silverstone. And then look what they pull out this year. And last year, they were bad. So, like, we're not even talking about, they slowly got better and better. The Racing Point was a fantastic car. Do
you know what's so funny? Yeah, Dan Fowler didn't even work on this car that much.
Did he not?
No, it's Andy
Green's of course,
car.
Of course he wouldn't have.
What I'm saying is, like, he still had some sort of input, and look at the kind of movement they're having straight away.
Yeah.
Even if these guys have a little bit of input into the 2024 car, we could see a fast acceleration. But like I said, like, listen,
I
man, we're
think
cooking, man.
25.
We got, we got,
25 will be
we got,
nice.
we got Ferrari, one of Ferrari's main guys. We've got 2 deputies of Newey,
Yeah.
the school of Newey. Everybody's rating Dan Fallows. We got 2 of them guys
Yeah. This is it. No,
that were
this is
more
it.
senior than Dan Fallows.
There you go. Despite not getting him, because we might as well just complete it, right? But it's not going to happen, right?
That's what I'm
Despite not getting it,
saying,
Zach
man.
is reaching out to Newey and was statement of intent. Was a statement
Bro,
of
I remember
intent.
that. They said
Yeah.
I saw an image of Newey driving on the A3 in a McLaren. Like about 2 years ago, I was convinced it was coming. I was convinced
You were sure,
because
yeah?
he's still driving them McLarens around.
Mm, mm. Musab says these hires help us as we need that championship winning experience.
100%, man.
Says we need the strong foundations.
100%, man.
100%. Hey, David, stop hating, bro. Man said, cook what?
What
You
did
will cook
Mercedes
dinner
cook?
for me. You will cook
The
dinner
man got the
for me
same amount of
before the
podiums as Alpine, man. What are you talking about, man? Remember,
No, they haven't got the same amount of podiums.
Otmar's on smoke because Otmar said, "Yeah, we will be chatting to Ferrari and Mercedes." And guess what?
Yeah, for real. He did. He did.
His words came through. He said it.
I bet Lauren Rossi's thinking, let me put pressure on these guys more, bro. Because if this is what they're gonna give me the next race,
The next race,
P3,
you're on pace with Ferrari and Mercedes. What the hell?
yeah, for real. Something needs to be said, man. Something needs to be said. Don't watch that, David. We're gonna cook, bruv. Sanchez,
That's my team.
Projomu, and Marshall, the dream team, man. We're gonna
At
be
least we've
waxing
got
lyrical.
do you know what's so funny? Yeah, do you know, like, when I thought, okay, we're gonna have this free structure, whatever. We've got elite people in each job.
Yeah,
We've got
well,
people that could be their own, could be
heads
like
of
the head.
department. Yeah,
That could be the technical director, just themselves. That could
keep
just
an
do key
eye,
roles by himself. We've got
keep
3 of
an
them.
eye, keep an eye on the job roles at McLaren, bruv. You're gonna see bare job roles rolling out, bruv. Get on that LinkedIn, yeah, and you'll see what's cooking, man. You'll see there.
Hey, McLaren, social media manager. I'll be there no matter what.
Hey, are you mad? Content creators, bro. What? Come on now, live every week, boy. In from the MCT, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all over it, mate. How many podiums does McLaren have? LOL. Not too much on Mercedes now.
No, I'm not. You come at me, I'll come at you. That's it. I don't care.
Yeah, them ones. Yeah, exactly.
You know me too well. I have no shame. What do you think this is?
Stella, Prod, Marshall, Sanchez, 4 names who have won a championship in their time. Listen, you never know. You just never. And we got, and that's and the thing is, we've got the drivers as well. I think that's what people need to like. It's not a Bottas thing. It's not like a science thing. We've got the drivers as well.
I just hope there's that synergy there. Clearly, Prod and Marshall will have some sort of relationship where there's not going to be that much conflict because they've worked on cars, championship winning cars together, designing that as a head of aero and a chief designer. So they've worked within synergy with themselves. So I'm not really worried about that. It's really how David Sanchez blends into that mix and how Stella blends into that mix, right? Because we've got 2 Red Bull guys and we've got 2 Ferrari guys because Stella's really like a Ferrari guy at the same time. So we'll see what happens.
I know, absolutely. I am thinking of that, you know, in terms of Amon was saying, you know, be a stronger leader. He has to be a strong leader for sure, but I think there's going to be like a different kind of dynamical relationship there, where it's obviously not going to be like Ron Dennis type vibe. It seems like it's going to be a lot of continuity.
Stella needs to focus on the operational side.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Because we can't be effing up on strategy and the pit stop and stuff like that. We need to stay on top of that.
Listen, it's an exciting time for us, man. Let's get this engine right. You know what I'm saying? And then let's get this car going, man. Let's get it right, man. Let's get it right. Jay has mentioned something here. We need to discuss the Indy 500. Now, boy, it was not great. It was not great. The first time I was even going to ever check and watch an Indy race, I didn't really catch it fully, to be fair. But it was not the one, was it? It was not the one this weekend. Alex,
we had 4 cars in the top 9. We did not win the race.
Oh, that's not good.
First of all, guys, because I came home just before the Felix Rosenquist crash, just before, and then when the tire went flying into the car park and stuff like that, that's when I got in, because I was recording a pod, and then like obviously they've restarted it. Pow, man. Okay, first of all, guys, whose fault was it? Is it Ericsson's or Pato? For the guys that watched it,
I can't lie. From what
have you seen
from
the
the thing,
incident?
I saw the incident. I'm leaning with Pato, to be fair. I'm leaning on Pato, to be fair. If
What?
I'm
Because he
honest,
went in
like,
the inside onto the
yeah,
grass.
yeah. It's a dangerous move, isn't it? Like, at the end of the day, like, don't get me wrong. And listen, you want to pin your hopes on safe driving with Ericsson? No disrespect to Ericsson, to friggin' Marcus, but like at the end of the day, like, I don't know. As I watched it, I was like, that's a howler. Those were my initial thoughts when I saw it. What about you?
I think. Do you know what it is? Yeah,
Mm.
the actual move itself. Yeah, that's Ericsson's fault because you're squeezing man or going 200 something miles an hour. Yeah,
Yep.
that's Ericsson's fault. Yeah, but going for it is a bad idea. Just be patient.
Yeah.
Because in IndyCar, you don't necessarily need to be first when you got that many laps left. You could just chill
No.
for a little bit, mate. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah. It was.
once you get the momentum, like how Newgarden got the momentum, even though that was
Yeah.
a bit, we won't speak about that because that's it's AD-ish.
It's
But
AD.
but literally, like Pato could have just. You have to just be more patient. Somebody that's a more mature driver
Yeah.
would be more patient in that scenario.
As you say, the
That's
patience
all
is
I'm
what's
saying. Innit?
done him.
I still think it's Ericsson's fault. I just feel like he needs to be more patient because he knows what's on the line there. You're in a car that can win the race, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Who's
2 years in a row now. It's 2 years in a row.
who's the
We haven't
don
won this race.
who's the don that came and hit Pato afterwards as well?
Are we talking about Rosenquist or Pato?
It might have been, yeah. It might have.
Oh no, when Pato was in the black
So
car, and he's parked up, and
yeah,
then somebody hit him.
yeah, the car's
I don't
yeah,
know
the
who that
car's
is.
parked up.
I didn't see it.
I was thinking to myself, who's that don? Like, surely did he not read the script?
I'll tell you right now. When Pato crashed, I switched off the TV.
Yeah, he was done. He was out of it.
I said enough. I said enough motorsport for today. I'm all right.
Let's see.
I
Let's see what the
put on
comments have said.
Succession, and I was like, I ain't watching
Succession.
this. I said, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not watching this. I had to watch the Ericsson Newgarden thing after, yeah. But
Yeah.
honestly, like
People's heart broke for Pato. It
Pato,
hurt
man.
so bad.
Did you see Zach Brown's face? He was fuming.
He was,
Zach Brown
I
was
saw
fuming.
his face. Yeah, he was not happy.
Listen. Hey,
He was
Pato,
not
man.
happy. I'm actually with
You're
Pato.
messing up. You're messing up your CV to try to go to Formula One right now, bro. Because you can't do them things.
Everyone's saying, nah, Ericsson. Ericsson is the one that.
No,
is at
Ericsson's
fault.
moving mad. Ericsson's moving mad.
Yeah, he didn't move. No, he did. He's not blameless in the situation. That's for damn sure. Indy was disappointing. They had the car, but Pato wasn't patient enough. Agreeing with you there, he could have done it. They said that Felix was a passenger and lost downforce and couldn't have done anything. But Pato, hello, Ericsson, you'll pay for your crime. Jail.
Hey, listen, do you know what's so funny? Newgarden is one of my favorite drivers. Newgarden is definitely one of my
Newgarden,
favorite drivers. So I'm happy that he won in it. Yeah.
Mm.
If Ericsson won 2 times in a row, I'll be like, what the hell's going on over here in Indy?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, we can't have Ericsson winning 2 times in a row. You mad? This guy's basically nearly part of Sauber, isn't he? Like part of Ferrari because he's Sauber. I fell to my knees watching that Pato crash. Yeah, because it kind of felt like, I don't know. You man have the third best lineup with a terrible car. Keep humble. Wait and see if your B spec is any good. Don't watch that. We'll wait for that B spec. Wait for that B spec. Who cares whose fault it was?
First best lineup, by the way.
Huh? Say again.
Best lineup, not third. But carry on.
I'd go 2. It's the second best lineup. Come on, that Mercedes lineup is a joke, man. Hamilton and then Russell. Like obviously Pato had to be patient, but Ericsson was a major part. So I think everyone's agreeing that everyone's agreeing that Pato should be more patient. I think because they know how much of a bozo Ericsson can be. It seems that way. It seems that way. In the end, I was happy that I left up.
Hey, look, Newgarden won, man. Newgarden's my guy.
It was on Pato. It wasn't a move for the lead. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm
like
saying.
that.
You're fighting for second like that. Come on, what are you doing?
And it was Augustine that you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Like it looks entertaining.
Augustine.
Sorry, what did I say? Augustine.
Yeah.
What's the matter with me? Augustine.
I said Augusta, man. Like Augustine.
You know. What's it called? There was beef between. So am I pronouncing this? Is this Ganassi? Ganassi and McLaren. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Obviously because of Pelot in it.
Yeah, Of course.
So
Well, then, yeah. The way that Jack moved
yeah.
robbery, boy, I tell you what, we were moving on smoke last year, man.
Hey,
We robbed,
what
we
we
robbed
talk?
guys.
Hey, McLaren fans, McLaren Indy fans, what we saying? We're saying Pelot's taking Rose's quest seat. Yeah, we're gonna have a little Pato Award, Pelot, Rossi lineup. Let's do it.
I didn't realize everyone was on the Indy like this. Is
Indy,
this
get
like?
into it, man.
I
Listen,
see.
Hey, Pato can still win. Pato can still win the title, though.
I'm
Pato
gonna
can still
keep an
win.
eye on it, man. I'm gonna keep my eye
Pato can still win the
on the
title, man.
Indy, especially for the McLaren lot. It'll be that will be McLaren bias. I don't know if you understand. You know, like you don't even watch a league or a certain thing.
We
I
got
watch
three
just.
drivers.
I just want to see my hitters, yeah, see what they're getting up to, and
Yeah,
then we go from there. Pelot's very good, yeah, he is
Pelot's
indeed.
very good, very good. He can play. He can drive an F1. He's a reserve driver, isn't it?
Yeah,
Formula
yes,
One
yes,
reserve driver.
he is indeed. He is indeed. Let's see. Musab says briefly last year we had drivers. We had
Well, we get
drivers
4 cars,
numbers
yeah? No, hold on.
two, four, five,
IndyCar.
6, and 7 signed.
Are we?
Sorry,
So we're
three,
getting
not
4 drivers
two.
in IndyCar. Is this confirmed? 4 cars. We get 4 cars.
Mm,
All right.
I have
I will
no.
be there no matter what.
So no matter
Sorry.
what,
I'll
you
be
better
there no
believe
matter
I'll be
what.
there. Look, let's wrap this Monaco Grand Prix talk
Yeah,
as well.
let's
Just
wrap it.
with this, yeah. Team out of 10. What we rating them overall?
10 out of
Overall
10.
weekend.
These man did a 20-minute job in 10 minutes.
You're getting 10 out of 10.
This is not including strategy, by the way. Or whoever checks the
Because
weather radar. Whoever checks the weather radar, you're getting a 0 in it. But
like that's the
actual
team, no,
people
innit?
that
Like
work on but the people
we
that
got to
work
add
on the
them.
car, they fix the car so quickly.
Listen, hats off, no doubt about it. It shouldn't even, it shouldn't even
We didn't
made
have
it.
any slow pit stops either.
No, we
Well,
didn't have
Lando's
that.
one was a bit when we double stacked, but that's a double stack, man.
Yeah,
But
everyone in the chat, let us know out of 10, what are you rating the team? Out of 10 for performance this weekend at the Monaco Grand Prix. You're getting 10 out of 10.
for that team for fixing Lando's car, strategy brings it down. Okay, if we're doing the overall score, I'll say 8.5.
8.5, yeah. That's what Alex is going for. Because they brought it down. Because I think if we start doing like engineers, then we do
If we start doing everything, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
When I think of
Coffee, person that made the coffee, all that. We're doing all that.
The chef, like for us, it's like if you're not a driver, that's the team. That you know what I mean? That's the mechanics.
It's a team
10,
effort,
drivers 9 is what Dre is going with. 8 for strategy. Strategy let the team down.
Are we doing drivers individually?
Yeah. So we'll do drivers separately. I was going to bring it up afterwards. These people should know. You should know already, guys.
You know the rules
drivers,
already, guys.
You know the rules. The drivers will come up next. Okay, here we go. Drivers out of 10. Where we go? So Oscar Piastri. Let's go with him first. Oscar Piastri. He gets a point finish in Monaco.
Listen, come on, man.
He dunked on Yuki Tsunoda.
We're gonna have to say. I'm saying this, and it might be controversial. I'm saying Oscar 8 and putting Lando 7 because you can't crash in Q2. I'm sorry. There's no.
Do you know what? Do you know what's funny?
I'm gonna have to. You guys might be nice on it. I hold it to a higher standard. You can't crash in Q2. I'm sorry.
I totally agree with the fact that Norris should be less than Piastri, and I would have had Piastri at an 8. So I would have I'll have Lando on a 7.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I totally agree.
He has
with
to
you
be. Even though Oscar was slower in practice, and obviously Norris was quicker, but that mistake, you get negative points for that mistake, man. I'm sorry. No matter how fast you was cooking in,
especially as much as we laud him about not making mistakes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and he's done something where we're like, "Hello, we haven't seen this before." Norris 7.5, Piastri a 7. I mean, people are rating.
All
Norris,
of you guys are giving Lando more than Piastri. What's going on here? Where's the Piastri love, guys?
Yeah, where's the Piastri love for sure?
At least give it equal. Look, like TSJ awesome. Yeah, that's balance. You know what I'm saying? At least equal.
You know, so I think this is for this is Musab's done. Okay, so he's changed. So now it's Oscar 8, Lando an 8. Norris was the fastest man on the intermediates by average.
What? He crashed in quali, man. You have to give him a negative point. Alex, man, you can't live in this bias. You can't crash in quali, man.
Yeah.
Hold him to a higher standard, man. We
I'll
love
tell you
Norris, but
what
you have to
though.
hold it to a higher standard.
And the thing is, Monaco shows the levels of drivers. Like like last year's we've had like your Schumachers, your Latifis, and so on, and Mazepins and whatever. And we've always known that those kind of guys they can make an accident out of nothing. Like Lance Stroll, for example, this weekend, flip me. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, this weekend, they was
I tweeted this out. I said he's the first driver ever to retire from damage accumulation, bro. Just carried on, just building the damage up.
I
More
said
and
to
more and
myself,
more.
this guy is smoking
In
rookies
my head, I
behind
was
him,
thinking
man.
this guy's purposely trying to get a red flag to kind of like bunch up the field.
Honestly,
What's he trying? What's he trying to do?
honestly, I couldn't understand it. But then again, like how Leclerc crashes and Sainz crashes and Perez crashes and even Hamilton.
Oh,
Like people were hitting this.
Perez crash was meaty, man. That was proper meaty, man.
Oh
That was not
dear.
good.
And we all got to see the friggin' the underneath of those
Oh yeah,
floors of every car. Yeah. Let me tell you, I need the sharpest photographer in McLaren to be getting them deets because you need to catch those details in. Do you know what I
we
mean?
spoke about. Remember we spoke about the McLaren in Saudi that if you hit the wall, it's made of like cheese strings, man. It's
Yeah,
finished.
yeah,
That's the difference between Max's car and Lando's car.
for
Obviously, it's
sure.
unfortunate, but he hit the wall, man. What can I say?
Yeah,
Oscar brushed it,
yeah. Oscar
so
brushed those doors too,
he
man.
has to get a 0.5 lower than Oscar. That's the rules, guys. Come on,
So
man.
got a little bit of luck. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm going Oscar over Lando this week. That might be a good one to do actually, week to week. Is who's over, who's won each round, and then we'll see at the end who's won the most. I think it'll obviously be Lando, but you never know. Sargent always messing around with the hairpin. I mean, Sargent was like, "Fam, what's going on here?"
No,
Like he's never.
that Alpine, that Williams, the tires are cooked. They put him on softs. They put him on softs like it's training day. Man just said, "Find out how the deck is on the softs." Man did every tire,
uh, Apart from hitting the wall, what could he have done more?
not
From
hit the
not
wall,
hitting the wall. Apart from not crashing, what else could he have done? Not
not hit the
crash.
wall.
That's the thing. It says it's not that he binned it like Hamilton in practice or Perez. It was just a brush. The wet weather pace evens it out a little, but I get the point. I'm biased.
Yeah. No, because
Like
it's not like Oscar didn't have pace in the wet as well. That's the question.
yeah,
That's the point.
I love the way they both dunked on Yuki in the same place. Loved it. Loved every ounce of that.
I
Loved
heard
it.
Piastri said he was learning off Max's lines.
Max, I just said, listen, if there's anyone
He
that's
was
gonna get it,
practicing.
I said, go on, Oscar. Big up hysterical, man. It's been a hot minute, been a while.
Shout
Do you
out
see
to
us
you.
getting a podium this year and title in 2025? Who's with me? Listen,
I'll
I
be there
definitely
no matter
see
what. We're
the
winning races
title.
at a very minimum 2025.
Yeah.
Multiple
Oh yeah.
races.
Podium this year. I see it. I see it.
You see? This year.
Yeah. This year. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, there are we're 6 races down. There's what 20 or however many 18 to go. There is a podium waiting for McLaren this year, man. I'm sorry.
Lando Norris, winner of the Singapore Grand Prix. I'll be there.
Are you crazy, man? Are you crazy? Yes, we're there. Hysterical. There we
Okay,
go.
no, it really depends on what happens at Silverstone. If that car is
Yeah.
like up there, if it's like where Ferrari
That
and
B-spec.
Mercedes are, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That B-spec's here to cook, brother. Let me tell you, it's here to cook. And we're going to be here on the show weekly basis, yeah, talking about waxing lyrical about B-spec. You know what I'm saying? The MCL 60B. You know them way there. That's what we're going to be talking about. So yeah. TSJ Awesome says Spain will show us where the standards are before our B-spec arrives. Musab says the McLaren boys with the mad overtakes. Piastri being
overtake. Who is it? Both overtakes were impressive.
Oscar's one. What off the turn one?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's off turn one on Yuki, but Norris's one was like he was so close to the wall on the exit. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then Oscar locked a wheel and still overtook and made the corner. I said, "Oh."
And the one where you put the video up on the what's it called on the Twitter account of Oscar's start, like when he goes up to, is it turn 2? I guess it's barely a turn, but when he overtakes how many cars going around to the bed before we get into the man, what's the name of these corners? I'm bad with names, but like before turn 3, for example, and he goes up the sort of straight on the bend and he overtakes however many cars at the jump. Loved every minute of that. But yeah, guys, we need to wrap this up. We've been on for longer than we anticipated. I can't believe we've done an hour and 20. It's gone flying by.
Yeah.
By the way, Lando Yeah, I'm hungry too. Lando has a lot to learn to get pressure from his teammates. He didn't have to have that for 2 years, so he has to relearn. I think he
It'll
will.
make him a better driver. It'll make him a better driver. Anyway.
MCL 60M, yeah, is that what we're talking about?
MC
Yeah,
MCL 60W for win
yeah,
dubs.
W. That's what we should be calling it. For this Ferrari downfall is gonna hit like crack. Them man are officially the new
Why is nobody signing?
Spurs.
Why is nobody signing for Ferrari? By the way, why are they not signing Rob?
Oh dear, Tottenham
How we got more?
Hotspur.
We got more pull than Ferrari. We got more pull than Ferrari. You know.
Yeah, well,
I would love to
listen,
live in a nice
in
little
Maranello.
rural Italy
You
and
know
have
what
a
I'm
little
saying? Marileno,
Ferrari,
boy. I can walk to
have good food.
Milan.
Italians make
Yeah.
fantastic food. You get me?
Okay, I've got something about Italian food. You've just triggered me there. I'm a,
Wokin's got McDonald's, so we're good.
listen. Listen, I love Italian food as much as the next guy. Believe me, I do. But sometimes, yeah, like you gotta come back home and eat some rice. You know what I'm saying? Like I just need a little rice. You know what I mean? That's all I'm
This
saying.
is the African in you, boy.
It is. Do you
Listen,
know what it
I'm
is?
from
Because
I'm from Somali. I'm from Somaliland. We eat a lot of pasta. Tell you that
is
right
it?
now.
Is that a thing? Yeah. Is that
Yeah,
a big deal there?
African
Okay.
stew with the pasta. You don't know about that.
Rah, boy. African
That's
stew
a
with the
combo right
pasta.
there.
That's
No,
a
I'm gonna have to take.
combination.
I'm taking you to Somali restaurant. Don't worry.
That's a combination, blood.
Hey, listen, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do an episode of McLaren Fan TV. Peter tries Somali food.
Yes, we will do that. We will definitely do that. Yeah. No, Dortmund are the new Spurs. Hey, let's not get into these crosshairs because I watched the Dortmund game and I said, "You lot make me sick." That's how I ended that day. I said, "No, you lot make me sick. We're done." Anyway, guys, thank you very much for
Shout out
watching
to
this
everybody.
week's episode. Big up to everybody. Yes, we're going to see you next time. Indeed, big up to everybody that's
Next week, Barcelona.
watched.
Innit? We'll be there.
Next week, people, Barcelona. We need some of your Barcelona fandom. You know what I'm saying? Grace over this weekend, mate. And yeah, let's see what happens, man. It's going to be a tough one. I'm excited for the new circuit at the very end, the new little layout, and yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Until next week, people, smash a like on this video. Make sure you tell a McLaren fan to tell a McLaren fan, and also follow and subscribe to McLaren Fan TV. That's both on YouTube and on Instagram and on Twitter. All
Oh
right,
yeah, we got the Instagram. I forgot about that, guys.
we've got the Instagram. Yeah,
I'll start posting stuff on there.
we
So
gotta get
I forgot about
we'll get that on. Yeah, big
that.
up to
Peace.
everybody. Peace out. We will see you next week. Bless.